No one's had a rise like Yeat. From beating the 2021 underground curse to redefining rap with his unique sound, Yeat went from an industry joke to a serious game changer, and it seems he's just getting started.
I got the base, I got beef in the cook, a bit fall of diamond, but they sit on my wrist. They said it went sign, let kid for some cheese. I told them this fuck 'em, I'm already rich.
And here we have it, folks. The racers are lining up, and this isn't a what could have been. This is a what's going on. They're off. This race is special to say the least, so I'm gonna need a very special guest to help commentate the race. Coming from the south side of Mushroom City, we're here with Steven T.
Alright!
So Steven, I'm most excited to see Yeat. What about you? Who do you want to see win this cup?
You know I want to see Fago!
Before we get into the race, this video is brought to you by a Lil Uzi Vert. Oh, we scrapped the ranking? How about you show off the new map?
Don't mind if I do. It's a rather complicated map. A lot of twists and turns. The racers are gonna have a hard time keeping up with it. Speaking of racers, we have a large degree of racers here.
And if you're right about anything tonight, it's that. We have some of the top prospects from everywhere in the underground. Each one of them are coming with their unique styles and talents. All of them have the same goal, break out of the underground. The races in first and second are currently Yeat and Ken. They've been neck and neck this whole race.
I was bored by the shit, made $1 billion. Now fuck that bitch and need trip.
Everything I'm doing is a bad idea.
Fago's getting close, and Yeat pulls out the bomb and throws it behind him. And Fago falls off the map! Now that's something I didn't expect. I'm hearing a lot of cheers from the crowd. Pink Hunts is garbage!
I hate him!
Fuck so Fago! Now we're approaching the end of the race. These three racers are neck and neck. Oh, and I feel bad for them. They gotta go through Fly Troop Fields.
That's no easy task.
Oh my god! Can we show that on TV? I think Alone just fucking died. Anyway, it comes down to this last stretch. The finish line is in sight. It's neck and neck.
Yeah.
It all comes down to this.
Yeah.
Who's gonna take it home? It's Yeat! It's Yeat! He won the Tonga Kart tournament! He's gonna escape the underground!
The underground music scene of the 2020s was drastically different from years past, when prominent artists struggled to gain mainstream recognition due to the lack of star power. That was different with Yeat, who proved he was here to stay following his dominant breakout year in 2021. But if we look back at his journey in 2015, things were not as promising. He was originally known as Little Yeat, and almost to all of his early work have been completely wiped off the internet, with the earliest track being from late 2017 called Fences.
Need no friends, I ain't saying it again. I don't need no I'm lost when I'm without you.
That's not great, and it's almost unrecognizable from him today. It kind of just sounds like another SoundCloud rapper from your high school. Even with this being the earliest track to surface, it's clear that Yeat consistently experimented and released music, even if he deleted it later on. The project Deep Blue Strips released under the new name Yeat, which marked a potential shift in his sound, especially with the track Brink. Brink gained exposure through a YouTube upload on Elevator, a channel that helped launch stars like XXXTentacion. Yeat wasn't there yet in terms of music quality, but his drive was apparent. After graduating high school in 2018, he moved from Portland to New York, and eventually back to LA where he was born because of the lack of the music scene in Oregon. Yeat was dropping multiple projects after Deep Blue Strips, steadily building a small underground fan base. Part of this help was being influenced by Big Baby Gucci, who helped with his music early on. Yeat also became friends with Wylan, who helped with Yeat's presets so he could work from home instead of paying for studio time, all while creating his vision for his music because he was doing it by himself. Yeat being close with Wylan meant that he was now becoming affiliated with Slave.
Depression, that shit get crippling. Sweat on my face, it's trickling down.
Yeat was influenced and gained insights from other emerging underground artists like Autumn, Can, and Summers. He was slowly starting to figure out his sound, but it wasn't quite there yet. Mostly because the type of music he would eventually start making wasn't even a sound yet. 2018 and 19 was the X and Juice SoundCloud style of music. By 2020, the sound was quietly starting to shift, though no clear direction had been established. Yeat needed something fresh, experimental, and genre-defying to carve out his place in the industry. And the album that did that wasn't even his album.
Whole lot of red, whole lot of red.
Whole Lotta Red was nowhere near a perfect project, but its experimental genre-breaking value would hold strong for all the new artists to come after its sound. And while we can't give Playboi Carti all the credit for starting this rage genre, he was easily the one who popularized it by influencing the underground scene. So like I've said in many videos, when you're the pioneer of something trendy, it's just a matter of time that someone breaks out of the scene, expanding from the genre.
I'ma get for breakfast, swerve. In a booted up the ecstasy. Swerving, dodging, obvious, coppers. Put up in this mad black chopper helicopter. Everybody act like they on God. That perk a demon. Tell them I died before they wouldn't believe it. Put it back in the track, hop inside zoom. Ready for the 12 with the SR2, made a news. Racks way too fat, watch them stack, they is Tyler's nigga. Yo, big Kobe, her dad, she with that bread, she give her all to me.
Alive was the first of many projects to drop in 2021, eagerly anticipated by underground fans and showcased Yeat's evolution. Then 2 months later, Yeat dropped a mixtape that would truly change his life.
Super Mario Kart.
Tell him in the valley, a Corvette exploded. So much I run it while they cap it, but they rapping it. About Twizzy gon' lose it, pull out the little Uzi, make it sound like Twizzy. We rich like we boozy, got hands on me.
The launch of the mixtape 4L went absolutely viral on TikTok, becoming a meme of trends from his alien-like beats and ad-libs complementing the production. And Yeat capitalized on this momentum by continuing the trends that got him popular.
Bitch, I'm mad about that. Bitch, I'm mad about that. Why just try to steal my already was turned, but here's a bill. Everything that I know is rich as hell.
He just kept going viral, which drew attention from established artists like Trippie Redd, Lil Uzi Vert, and Drake, all co-signing his music. Yeat's name was being spread, and since he made so much music, he knew he had to strike while the iron was hot, and dropped just 9 days after Get Busy, with the project Up To Me.
I deserve it. I'm a little big stick. Bitch better ride me like she on a wriststick. Yeah, they say what's that radio chest? I told her that's your 64. I just woke up in the morning, I got mud in my cup. I just woke up in the morning. Daddy gon' put up on me, she gon' go up on my dick like a motherfucking 7-11 cup. I can keep going for them up. I'm a big deal. We some rock stars living, we was all pills. Run it up, we so up, we so up, we so up.
2021 was officially his breakout year, dropping a total of 4 projects. But since 2022, Yeat has released a total of 6 projects, all being loved for their own reasons.
I told my bitch I knew I need a buffer. I pulled inside the slam, I chop with this bitch, I'ma get high as I like. Yeah, fuck it, get high as I like. That little bitch like young, yeah. I bought a yours today, penny all yellow like a bird. All we do is to go #1. And I just brought in some ends, little bitches the first of the month. Run up. I'm perfect, just I know they broke. Bitch, your ass in tow. Don't you join the world and you can never live a life. Don't it feel amazing when you playing with the spike? And I got eyes on the back of my head, I got eyes everywhere, so I know where you going. I can drop ties in this. Pull up in that tongue, go put them lights on them, lights on them. He can't fuck with this hell, but
Yeat's drive to constantly make and release music is a rarity we almost never see, and his consistency made up for the lack of media presence. While many artists rely on social media antics and drama to fuel their careers, Yeat's success felt organic because he really was just a normal guy.
Are you in love?
Yeah, I'm in love.
With what?
With everything. Be in the house all day. I don't even leave my house. I make music, just chill, make food.
What's your favorite kind of food?
I like cereal. I like Frosted Flakes.
How many bowls a day do you think you're on right now for Frosted Flakes?
Like 13, 14.
No concern for diabetes? No?
So his niche thing stuck out even more because of it. If that's his unique clothing style, his weird and unique obsessions, or even making up words that fans have created a dictionary for. Yeat originally struggled performing his music on stage, and he still doesn't do the best in social settings.
Go geek word. Geek. Yeah, look geeky, that's my favorite word. I'm just geeked up. Like, go love song. I already listen to love music, so I don't know about that one. Go meme. I don't really know that many memes, I'm not gonna lie. I'm trying to think, I don't really be on the internet like that. I think it was when I seen, they put like a Santa Claus outfit on me. That shit was funny. Go food, I said cereal last time, but I like cereal. I gotta go with like chips. Like chips and cereal.
Yeat was solely focused on his craft, which likely made him even more introverted than he already was, but that just made his personality all that more natural. He was recording over 200 songs a month, which built a massive vault because of it. Many artists with this creative freedom, whether independent or supported by a label, often end up sounding repetitive and lacks hype from fans. But the longevity shows in Yeat's music, because he continues to deliver fresh and unique sounding projects within a short time span. Because even if Yeat does something experimental that doesn't appeal to everyone like 2093, they respect his creative direction because they know they're gonna get new music regardless. It's a kind of relationship we don't often see in the music industry, and a lot of that creative control came from Zach Villa, who signed Yeat under Field Trip Records. Yeat was helped with his image and his career through the label, with him being able to solely focus on his art. Early in his career, his team was turning down major opportunities, with countless interviews and even major festivals like Rolling Loud, to keep his performances more exclusive during his come up.
To the office and it was like 100 degrees outside, and he had the Montclair puffer on, Louis side bag, Louis Vuitton scarf around his head. He had 5,000 followers on Instagram. He played me a lot of what ended up being like up to me really early. So he's like, this is the music I'm gonna drop end of the summer. This is the music I'm gonna drop after that. This is the music that's gonna come top of 2022. He laid out the whole plan for me. The reason I was a believer was like, I thought the music was so amazing and like so different. He created like a whole new sound. You don't have to tell him anything. He's a complete genius. We don't have to touch any of that stuff. I'm more like, I help organize everything on the back end. Musically, creatively, it's all him. He comes to me with the new sound. He'll send me stuff and be like, I'm thinking about taking things in this direction, and he just blows my mind. He sees the future.
Zach and Yeat's team have made every correct move to build up Yeat's career, and every opportunity that wasn't declined became even more viral because of its rarity.
Luca! Bueno?
I count money. I count money. I count money. I fucking up. I do it crazy, I did it.
Early on, there's no surprise people doubted Yeat's star power, calling him the forefront of TikTok rappers, and dismissing the music as meme material. Some have even gone as far as saying hip-hop was doomed if Yeat was the so-called future. And sure, Yeat raps about the basic money, drugs, and women, but after the constant dedication to create and evolve, Yeat has reached a level of respect in the industry where listeners appreciate his unique sound, focusing more on his creative direction than the traditional artists. His use of ad-libs and vocal melodies as instruments, combined with his voice-switching alter egos, showcases his artistic expression of someone like Kendrick Lamar. And no, I'm not saying Yeat is the new Kendrick Lamar, but both share notable creative similarities, just with a completely different direction for their creative visions. And yeah, you have to give credit to the producers and engineers he works with. Yeat and his team truly understand his creative vision, and it shows in his albums with the atmospheric world they bring to each idea. This is why I believe Yeat has the potential to stick around for a while. The 2020s haven't produced produce many standout artists, and few have brought something as unique as Yeat. While many slow down after achieving success to refine their craft, Yeat's relentless drive to create and release new music shows no signs of stopping. I'm not even a big Yeat fan, and there's no guarantees in the music industry, but I can honestly see Yeat as one of the only new stars thriving in the next 5 years. Hey guys, I recently started a second channel. I know these videos take a while to be put out, so I'll be doing IRL commentary videos on my second channel, with videos releasing weekly. So if you want more content, go ahead and check that out. The link will be down below.